Hello everyone, it's Joey Brown coming at you again. It's October 25th, and you know what that means. It's time to get another bag out of the set. The one on the left or the one on the right? What do we think? I'll go with the right. What the heck. Alright, let's see what we got here. Put this away. This one's already got a little hole in it. Head start. Well, alright, a Chef V bag. It's a good thing it didn't leak because that bag is wide open. 0.3 from Chef V. How about that? Awesome blossom. Let's get rid of all this. Let's put the paper in the bag. You can go sit over there and wait. Alright, let's take that top off. You know what? I want to see something. Curiosity, huh? Oh man, alive. You know I'm gonna fish those out of there. I have to. It's just the way it is. Look at how much. Enough to easily hold the bag. Yeah, that's a little more magnetics than I want. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm finished cheating, Chef V. I took all your magnetics out. And boy howdy, was there a lot of it. And look at the bag now. There's a lot of it. And I'm sure I didn't get it all, because, well, I just didn't. I'm going to feed the whole bag to it. And hope it doesn't muddy up my fresh, clean water. That'll be good enough. What is that? Almost. It's got some nice straight edges where it's been broke off. Or cut, one or the other. And there's a teeny tiny shell. Now let's dump this muddy stuff out of here. Not too dirty. Just a little bit. Ooh, look at all those mica flakes dancing around. Gonna be fun. I have a dog at my door. Come on. Pretty boy. Yeah. Let's see what we can find in here. Whoo, look at the micas. See them dancing down there? Alright. You know, when I was taking the magnetics out, I did not notice any gold showing, which tells me there's some small stuff in here, or I'm just not seeing it. Maybe I just missed it somehow. But either way, I do not mind. I'm kind of going a little slow because I'm fearful there's some really small stuff and I don't want to wash it all down the pan. Need to reposition my feet so that I'm not turning away from you guys. Guys and gals, see now I think that was a piece. So, it's time to rinse the pan. It tried to get away. A little bit more water than I wanted. Boy, all those little dancing mica flakes. They're so cool looking. Looks like I took away a smidge more water than I should have. What you doing, Spinky boy? You're awful quiet. Yeah, our neighbors, 2 houses over, or well, 1 house over, I guess. Not next door, but the next house. A pit bull wandered up to their house and decided that it liked them and wanted to stay, and it seems to be friendly enough. Although if I was them, I wouldn't keep it, only on the count of they don't know the dog and they have small children. That could be a very bad combination. I mean, when you don't even know the animal. But it has come over here. It seems friendly enough, you know, to me. I mean, I'm not a screaming child that runs around through the yard. And that's usually what gets them stirred up. But it came over here today and decided that it liked my parents and wanted to hang out with them. Well, that just made Spanky nuts. He don't like that idea. He wants to fight that dog for some reason, even though he's as friendly as he can be so far. And boy, yeah, it made him crazy mad. I think that's the main reason he's just in here laying on the floor and he's not doing anything else. He's kind of pouting because I went out there and I petted the dog and for a little while he's sitting in the house barking and raising hell and crying. But you know, I like the dogs, and if he's friendly, I'm gonna pet it. And they also have 2 really small dogs. I have no idea what they are. They're fluffy little, almost look like poodles, but too small to be poodles. But the older one barks at us all the time. He's got a really, really soft bark. He can't bark loud at you. It's crazy. And they have one that's apparently much younger, and it's smaller, you can tell. It's probably not the same breed, but maybe. Who knows? But it wants to come over here, but when the other dog barks, it runs away, you know, and so you couldn't get it to come near us. Well, when the pit bull came over and said, "Here, come over here and pet me," that little pup come running. He's like, oh boy, somebody's getting petted. He come over there and started jumping all over me and let me pet him. As soon as that other dog started his low, muffled bark again, he took off running back over there where he was. Yeah, they're pretty funny. One dog, his bark is so soft you almost can't hear it. But Spanky is an unhappy camper about all that action. He doesn't mind the little dogs. He likes them for some reason, all the little dogs. And so does Tippy, of course. She loves little dogs. I just sat here and washed a flake right down into the dirty part of the pan. So I picked it up. I have a feeling I've washed a bunch of more because I'm just not seeing anything. I'm going to have to figure this one out. Unless it's all still in the bottom. I mean, I do have plenty of room down there to be hiding gold in. And I'm trying to do it kind of slow. And I have caught 2 pieces and pushed them back. And see, there goes that little guy. I think that one is some of that tricky little mica flake that time. Sometimes even the mica flakes stick to the pan like that one. I don't know if you can see that little bugger. But it keeps trying to stick, but when the water rolls up, it flips up and down. So I know it's not gold. Get out of the sight, man. Here we come. We're definitely getting near to the bottom of this. I mean, I know there is some super fine gold out there. I've never panned any of it, but I've panned some pretty fine stuff. But there's some stuff that is much finer, and I never want any of it. But I might have some of it. Who knows? I don't think I do, because that stuff, I've seen stuff that sticks into the pan and they can't get it out. All the little scratches and grooves from the rocks that have scratched up your pan just fills that crap in, and it's the finest of the fine powdery stuff. I've seen people that tried to pan it, seen what it did to their stuff. I'm looking. There's still room. I see a little bit peeking out of that black stuff down there. I was just about to say, there's still room to be hiding gold. And I think it's running out of room now. Yep, there's gold in that pan. It's amazing that I've only seen a couple of pieces this whole time. Those little mica flakes make me think twice about whether or not I've got jet dry in here, but I know I do. Yep, Halloween's coming up soon, everybody. Hope everyone has a good, safe time. If you decide to go out and party, just remember you're not the only one that does. And some of them people are stupid as the day is long. You gotta watch out. Even though you might think you're driving good or whatever when you're going home, there's others out there that couldn't drive good before they went to the party. They're bad, dangerous stuff. I'd rather drive with a rattlesnake loose in my car. I drove one time with a supposed giant spider in my car. I never saw it. Couldn't find it. Cops told me it was in there. I had gone out flounder gigging, and when I came back, there was 2 cops on the shoreline. And they're like, "Hey, is that your car up there?" And I was like, "The big blue one?" Because I had a 1964 Ford Custom 500. Like the Galaxy, but without the chrome package. And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, that's my car." They said, "Man, there's a big spider in there." I was like, "What are you talking about?" They said, "Well, when we pulled up, we thought it was an abandoned vehicle or something, you know, but there's a sign in the window that says, 'Please do not tow. Gone fishing.'" That saved my car from being picked up. But yeah, they told me, they said, "Yeah, we were shining our lights to see what was inside the car, if anything, and there was a huge white spider." And they put their hands, you know, like big, you know, big like tarantula, or maybe slightly bigger than some tarantulas. And I was like, "Holy shit, it's like you're kidding, right? I mean, come on. Why would there be a big spider in my car?" And they were like, "No, man, we are serious. There is a big-ass spider in your car." And all I had was my lantern, which, you know, is hot. You don't want to get it near the seats and stuff like that. So I talked them into letting me use their flashlight, and I got in there and I hunted all around for that damn thing, because they insisted it was there. I never found it. I'll tell you, the whole way home from Galveston, I was a little apprehensive about whether or not this thing was about to come out from under the dash or under my seat and bite the crap out of me. Because, for one, I've never seen a big white spider before. And that concerns me a little. Tells me it doesn't belong here. Check it out. It's shiny. It's yellow. It's gold. I probably turned away from y'all again. I tend to lean towards the light. Go to the light, Carol Ann. Well, it's almost some silver and black looking sand down there. There is a fair amount of mica. Let's push this up here. No rollers. Stay put. Almost looks like I got wet salt and pepper laying down there. That looks like gold. That does not. There you are. You also do not look like gold. But that teeny tiny little guy does. Okay, I think I'm done with the smalls. Let's see if there's anything in the bigs. Snuffer bottle. It's your turn. Where you at? Hard to get anything done with that little white cap on there. Yeehaw. That went in nicely. Well, just set that over there. Let's see what we got here. Why, look. I found a little white cap. I bet that would fit right on my snuffer bottle. What a coincidence. Okay, let's see. We probably don't need these bigger rocks. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be nuggets. Oh, that one is petrified wood. Probably looks better in the water. Boy, I have gotten rid of so much petrified wood. I think there after a while we just start throwing it away. Or we threw it into the yard and let it get sucked up by the earth. You know, one or the other. There's a place out here. There's a place out here off the Trinity River where a friend of mine has a little weekend cabin kind of thing. I don't know what you'd call it. But it's right on the river. And we went out there, took, well, quite a few of us went out there. And we had this little rubber raft in the car. We blew that sucker up and we went to the other side, you know, because we could see that like during the last flood or maybe the last fire, who knows, there was a big turtle had been caught up in it and its shell was laying over there. So we went over there to see what it was and found freaking petrified wood everywhere we looked. Little pieces, big pieces, too big of a pieces. I mean, just all kinds of petrified wood. And everybody was like, oh man, I want to take some of that. I was like, well, start throwing it in the raft. You know, as long as it still floats, you're good. And they're like, well, how are we going to get back across the river? I was like, just hold the raft and swim with it. You don't have to be in the damn thing. You know? And so we brought it back across the river, and boy howdy, there was a lot. We brought back a lot. And eventually just got tired of having so much of it around. Started feeding it to the ground so that it could be, you know, just sucked up by the earth, and put it in low spots and things like that. But yeah, golly, we had too much petrified wood. And my favorite piece, I haven't seen for years. I have no idea what happened to it. I had one that I found out on my grandfather's land when I was a kid. He used to live out in Ace, Texas. There were apparently Indians in that area. Native Americans, some people like to call them. I'm sure they have a name they would prefer to be called. I don't think it's Native American, because it wasn't called America back then. You know, they were here before it was called America, so I don't think they want to be called that. But anyway, I found a piece of petrified wood one day, and it wasn't real big. It was probably like this, but it had traces on it of color. There was some red and a shade of blue, and it wasn't paint. Well, at some point it was paint, but it wasn't something you could wash off. You know what I mean? You couldn't get it off the rock or the wood because it was soaked in. And I'm pretty sure that was from some people that used to be here once upon a time. They put a little bit of paint on something. I don't know what it was. They could have marked a tree. Could have been, hell, I have no idea. It was definitely wood though. And yeah, I found that and I was so excited. I looked around in the same area for a couple of days, because I used to go spend the summers with him. And I never found another one. Every time I went out there, I went back to that area and looked for more. That was the only piece I ever found that had color on it, and I just thought that was awesome. And now it has apparently disappeared. Maybe accidentally tossed out with some of the other petrified wood. I don't remember ever putting it with the other petrified wood, but yeah, you know what they say. It happens. Hey, look at those pretty little shiny pieces in that one rock that just doesn't want to go away. Check them out. I bet I could probably pick those up. Where'd you go, snuffer bottle? Let's see if I can at least pick up one. Close. I picked up one. Oh, I picked up two. How about that? Alright. I'll go through that again, get it all dried up, and we'll come back and show you what we got. Don't go away. Okay, can you see them? There's one over there. One over there. Yep, you see them. That's what I found. And now, I'm going to suck them up. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. Alright. We're going to go get this dried up, and we shall return. Alright. Let's see what we got from Chef V Prospecting. See if it'll focus while it's zoomed in. Oh, there it goes. Nice shiny yellow stuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. $2.789. 3. Woohoo! Right on the nose, 3. Awesome. And that goes in this tiny little file right here. Now let's see how close we're going to be. I only need a little more, and this will all come up to 3 grams. We're at 275. I need a 1/4 gram in the last bag. And we'll have 3 grams out of that 12 bags of Christmas. And I just plugged up my funnel. There you are, a little plugger. There's another one in there. Gotta love it when they're too big to fit down the funnel. The funnel is kind of small, but that's okay. Alright. And I plugged it up again. No, it didn't. Okay. Oh, it just goes so close to the bottom it looked like it was plugged up. Awesome. Yeah, we are on a track. This last bag is about the same size as that one. I'd say it is exactly the same size. I don't know how much is in it, but with a little luck, it'll make it 3 grams. Well, I sure hope you liked that. I know I did. Thank you, Mr. Shep V Prospecting and Benzo Gold for making this whole thing possible. You know, I thought I was going to run out of bags in November, but I forgot. The sack also had this in it. So I'll do this on December, and I'll have enough to do the whole year. Yay! I'll catch y'all later. Bye.